Someone asked, would love to see your template for backing up storage for clients. You got it. I like to have backup storage in multiple places. When I'm working on a project, I like to keep my immediate source files on my desktop, but I've also backed up those same files, all of my raw files, and anything else that I need, like my working in Lightroom or Photoshop. I'm backing those files up to an external hard drive. If I'm working on a video project, I also like to back up those raw files to a third place, to cloud storage. For me, that's Dropbox. That way I have those files in multiple different locations as I'm working on the project. And then when I've wrapped the project, I export the files and I get them into their final format. Now I deliver those to the client. If they are photos, they have a specific online photo gallery. I like to use Pixieset. I think it's pretty nice and easy. And I've been on Pixieset for like a decade or something. So I'm probably going to be there for a while. If I'm delivering video, I'm usually delivering it in Dropbox. I feel totally fine keeping it simple. If it's a massive file, we can find another way to deliver it, but usually Dropbox works pretty well. So those go off to the client with specific instructions about how they can archive and back up and store their final deliverables. I always tell them, don't just drop this onto your desktop, put it on an external hard drive or put it into cloud storage or both, and then just copy paste your favorite or the deliverables that you're using right now onto your desktop and use them from there. But make sure you've got a backup somewhere, because I make it clear I am no longer responsible for archiving these files, these deliverables, these images, XYZ. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing it. I'm definitely doing it. If you are backing up things for clients, especially if you're working on a major project or you're doing long-term licensing and usage for a client and they're going to come back in 6 months or 12 months and re-license everything, and you just don't want to take any chances, you could do a RAID drive, which is like a double backup hard drive, external hard drive for everything. I used that for a long time. I loved it. Do what works best for you. Hard drives corrupt. So keeping them on an external hard drive, yes, but also keeping them in cloud storage is pretty essential. In terms of a template, I do track everything in a project management tool in Asana. So if I need to go back and see, when did we shoot? When did I deliver? What was the deliverable? I can take a peek at that. Of course, I can look at their contract, but usually I've moved that information over to my project management tool. So I use that, I guess, as my template to make sure that I have everything backed up, stored, and explained to my client. Because the reason I explain everything in such detail, a lot of people already know, but if they accidentally lose those files, I don't want them feeling like they made a mistake. I want to make sure that they have every opportunity available to keep everything backed up and archived and nice and safe wherever they need it. So I hope that answers your question. Come back and ask more questions. I love to answer them.